right, the Thunder, they were in Los Angeles last night. The top two scorers in the league, both out. Luka, SGA, they both average over 30 points a game, but they were not on the floor. Guess who was, though? Jalen Williams returned after missing 10 straight games with a hamstring injury. Janae, we're going to pick this one up 4 minutes in the first quarter. The Thunder down. Jalen Williams gets the steal.
I understand why a lot of people say, hey, stars might be out, but it does not matter. It gives opportunity for people to show up. Okay, fam?
I did not know Austin had those types of wheels. All right, third quarter, OKC up now. Jalen Williams, nice move. He got better as the game went on here.
Snatch.
LeBron.
Beautiful pass.
Nice find. You got to make those.
That's a signature all-time LeBron play.
By the way, it was his third straight game. We got to see those assist numbers
Alex Caruso showed up.
All right, to the fourth quarter we go. This highlight's flying. Jalen Williams cutting for the layup, gets inside. OKC back up by 3 here. Under 4 minutes left in the fourth. OKC still up. Jalen Williams.
Rock you to sleep. Rockabye.
This is when he really started to take over.
Fresh babe, you know what I'm saying?
With the left.
Yo, when he put that in, I was like so clean and so smart.
Caught Chet slipping out there.
And then this is like a ensuing possession here for OKC. Luke Kennard, he had solid defense here, but J-Dub.
So, oh, man. The fight, yeah, that was great positioning.
Great defense. Got to keep fighting. Got to finish.
They were worried about, like, the shot.
Yeah, so it was reviewed for a shot clock violation. The bucket will stand, though. And then Jalen Williams is putting the finishing touches here on this one.
It's unfair.
He led all scorers with 23 points in 24 minutes, including 10 in the fourth quarter. And the Thunder get the win. They beat the Lakers for the third time this season. It took J-Dub a minute, right, to find his rhythm after missing 10 games. It's what you'd expect, but he found it when it mattered. He led all scorers in the fourth, and that is what champions do. They dig in when it's winning time. LeBron James, he did not see the same effort from the Lakers.
You want me to compare us to them?
No, I want to know where you think though that, like, sort of as this team is on, it's like...
That's a championship team right there. We're not. So, I don't understand.
What are the biggest things you think that are keeping this team as right now?
We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes. And they can. That's why they won a championship.
Danny, you won a championship with LeBron. What'd you make of that?
I mean, they are younger, so they should be able to sustain effort and energy for longer. But he's 41 years old. He's older. He's probably tired. But the group, the rest of those younger guys, they have to step up, find a ways to keep it going. I give them a little grace. They haven't been fully healthy all year. Luka's been out, and then when Luka, they just can't get right. AR's been out. Even AR being on like minute restriction, they're still trying to figure it out. So I know the frustrations he's going through. It is trying to get to All-Star break right now. He probably needs a little wine week or so. But, you know,
give himself
wine back. But they played against a younger team, so it's expected. I didn't have expectations for them.
There's no magic wand that can make them all 4 or 5 inches like taller. You know, This is a team that we all know with the upside when Luka's out there. Offensively, they can score with the best of them, but defensively, that's their biggest issue all year long. And so to be able to dig in, this is just not the group. The personnel is the personnel. And unless you have tremendous buy-in and tremendous lock-in for 82 games, you're going to see the lack of effort show up in certain spots.
He's also stating the obvious. Of course they're not a championship team. They got bounced in the first round last year. That's likely their result this year. And it's a frustrating season for a bunch of guys who are in the last years of their contracts, including LeBron, who for the first time in his life doesn't have complete control of the circumstances around him.
Right, and so, you know, this is something that the Lakers tonight, it's going to be very interesting to see. They're on the second night of a back-to-back with the San Antonio Spurs coming into town. We'll have a report later on who exactly will be available here for the Lakers. But let's go from LeBron's current team to his former one.
Where LeBron James is questioning the effort of his teammates after what he saw last night. The Lakers lost to the defending champs Thunder Monday night in a matchup that both Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luka Doncic sat out due to injury. After the game, a loss that snapped a 3-game winning streak, LeBron James questioned his team's effort and declared the Lakers are not championship contenders.
Where are you seeing the gaps between like where they're at and the things they do well consistently versus like kind of the build that you guys are trying to put together?
You want me to compare us to them?
No, I want to know where you think though that like sort of as this team is on, it's like...
That's a championship team right there. We're not. So, I don't understand.
What are the biggest things you think that are keeping this team as right now?
We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes. And they can. That's why they won a championship.
Short, sweet, and to the point. NBA reporter Dave McMenamin and NBA analyst Danny Green with us right now. And Dave, I'll start with you. You were in the locker room as LeBron talked about not being able to sustain that energy. What more can you tell us about the vibe around the team after last night's loss?
Yeah, I mean, you said short and sweet. It was a little salty, but it was really out of pure exhaustion. LeBron was as gassed as I'd seen him after a regular season game as I can kind of recall off the top of my head. Certainly after playoff games, I've seen him play 48 minutes to clinch a spot in the NBA Finals in the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. But he put forth a ton of effort to try to get this one. And they came short. But it wasn't just LeBron who was exhausted. Austin Reeves was exhausted too. And it wasn't that they were pointing fingers at one another in the locker room. I think it's just recognizing the level of the opponent that they're going to have to try to get through if they are to come through on their aspirations of making some noise in this postseason. Now, they lost by 30 to the Thunder back in November. And they had a four-point lead in the fourth quarter against the Thunder last night. There has been improvement. I think it's just an acknowledgement that there's a long way to go for this team to get where they want to be. But let's keep in mind, no Luka and no Shea for the Thunder last night, so it's not exactly a full representation of what these teams would look like in a playoff series.
And Dave, you mentioned it right there, improvement with this Lakers team. However, Danny, before last night's loss, LA had won 3 straight. What's your assessment of where the Lakers are right now as we head into the All-Star break?
Like Dave said, it's pretty hard to assess them.
50-some-odd games.
Oh, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, like Dave said, it's really hard to assess them right now. They haven't been fully healthy. Their big three has only played like 9 or 10 games together. So no Luka last night and Austin Reeves on minute restriction. I know this frustration. It is the dark days. Everybody's trying to get to All-Star break. Bron's fatigue, Austin's fatigue. They're low on bodies. But I think they've done well, fairly well with the situation they've been given. They've had a lot of guys out throughout the whole season. They stayed afloat. They have guys on minute restriction. They do have LeBron James, 41 years old, who missed a month of the season. So they've been hooping. They've done well enough. But they're a team that needs to use their offense to play defense. They got to outscore people. They got to play at a different tempo or a certain tempo. And they could beat anybody, but they also could lose to anybody. But it's hard to assess them right now when they don't have full health and full strength with Luka being out.
And Dave, Luka Doncic has missed the last 2 games with that hamstring injury. What's the latest on his availability for tonight and beyond this game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm told that he's not going to play tonight against the Spurs. It'll be his 3rd straight missed game. Some of it is just the hamstring issue, even though it's considered a mild strain. He's never really dealt with a hamstring issue before in his 8-year NBA career. So the rehab is new to him. Now, I'm told that he ran yesterday. He plans to do some 5-on-5 contact work today. And so Thursday against his former team, the Dallas Mavericks, is not out of the question. Luka has some aspirations of being able to get back on the court with the Lakers and then get back on the court this weekend in the NBA All-Star Game. He was the leading vote getter. That's the first time it's happened in his career. That's meaningful to him to be out there on the court to represent his fans.
And let's talk about a player who is back out there on the floor. Danny, Austin Reeves has played in 4 games after not playing since Christmas. He's continuing to work on his conditioning. What will you be watching closely for from him?
I mean, he looks good right now, but the biggest thing for me is he made a huge jump from last year to this year at living at the free throw line. So if he can get back there and get in his rhythm of doing that and getting like 10 to 12 free throws a game, that'll pretty much show me like he's back to himself. He's also got to ramp up conditioning-wise, play more minutes, less turnovers against OKC defensive team, so they had some turnovers there. But he looks good to me right now. But this team goes as far as Austin performs, right? We know LeBron James is going to be LeBron in the playoffs. Luka has shown up in the playoffs. This is the only guy that hasn't been proven yet in the playoffs that we've seen in the past for them, to be successful. So if he shows up and plays well like he's played all season in the playoffs, they have a good chance at beating some teams depending on the matchup.
Yeah, the Lakers have been playing better, but it sounds like they need this All-Star break. Dave, Danny, thanks so much.